Okay, our next speaker is up. Thank you, audience.
Do we keep these on separate sheets of paper?
Same one. Use the same one. Well, actually, maybe two, because we're going to give them two of them. So separate sheets.
Okay, so we give each one.
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you. Thank you for doing that for me, audience.
Just to clarify, what exactly are we writing on these pieces of paper?
You are writing the main idea, supporting points for that main idea, sources that were supposed to be quoted, introduction, body, conclusion, right?
And we need to put our names and stuff.
Yep. You'll give them to me first, and then I'll give them to them. Okay. And then they'll post your comments online, and they can choose, you know, because you've got a lot. They've got a lot of people to choose from.
My name is David Short, and October is the 25th anniversary of the National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And for that reason, I've chosen to commemorate my mother, Terry Short, a breast cancer survivor. Every year, especially in 2010, there's an estimated 40,000 women expected to die from breast cancer. That means every 13 minutes, one woman in the United States dies from breast cancer. This year alone, they're expecting approximately 192,000 females to be diagnosed with breast cancer. By the time I am done with this speech, 2 females in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer. The American Cancer Society says there's an estimated 2.5 million cancer survivors living in the United States right now. In 2001, my mother, Terry Short, found a lump on her breast during her routine self-examination at home. I can remember the phone call and the immediate heartbreak that endured. The heartbreak was enormous. Terry, my mother, she was at risk. She had a significant family history. My grandmother was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer at the age of 69. She suffered for 12 months and succumbed to metastatic breast cancer. My mother, Terry, she was over the age of 40, and the combination of her age and a first-line blood relative quadrupled her risk for dying from breast cancer. And at the time, she didn't have adequate health insurance either, so the options for her were very limited. And the fortunate thing for us, I had a medical background, so I was able to help her plan and choose and make some good medical decisions. The diagnosis was quick for her. We didn't hesitate researching and helping her to choose a doctor with a good track record. We also wanted to choose a hospital. That was a battle for us. She wanted to go to a local community hospital, but we negotiated and found a hospital with a good track record, which was with a good driving distance from her. She had difficulty making decisions. All this calamity going on at the same time made her irrational at times. But for us being there with her and helping her to make her decisions about her care helped her. The aid of family, friends, and medical professionals made this all possible. I personally researched alongside my mother the best routes for her recovery. She was determined to survive and live through this ordeal, and she did not want to suffer like my grandmother had. Her determination was important. She was determined and wanted to do everything possible. She had to endure 2 surgeries, first a lumpectomy and then a partial mastectomy. The second surgery ensured her survivability. Radiation therapy lasted for 2 months, and she also had chemotherapy, which can be painful and would often take the drive out of her. She had good days and bad days, but she made the positive situation. I can remember her saying, "You can see me like this, or you can't see me at all." Hair loss was also a side effect. Instead of wearing a wig, she walked around proudly bald. Weight loss was inevitable. I can remember recalling that this was the best and the worst of diets that she ever endured. There were days when weakness and infirmity would have gotten the best of her, but she remained positive. I would often tell her she needed to hang around to see her future grandson. Sorry. Gaining strength was essential, not just physical, but emotional in the form of faith, hope, and devotion. Support and love are essential to physical and emotional well-being. Sorry, guys. I moved away from a promising career to help her. The devotion I showed her gave her the mental ability and to remain positive and feel love and devotion. Battling disfigurement can be a problem, but she did her best and often made light of the situation. She used to joke around a lot about it. Recently, I called her on a Sunday, and there was a temporary scare. She told me that she found a lump on her other breast. All the same feelings that we experienced in 2001 came back again. But she remained positive and cautiously optimistic. She called me a few days later to let me know that it was a false alarm and it was only a cyst on her breast. Imagine the relief that we all felt. I was never that close to my mother through the years, but the whole events of 2001 have definitely drawn us a lot closer. You never know what cancer doesn't kill, but it connects us. This year alone, many people will be diagnosed with breast cancer. My mother understood that she was at risk for developing breast cancer. By using self-exam and early mammography, she was able to find the tumor in the early stages of development. Finding the right doctor and the best medical care was necessary for her survival. But it was not medicine alone that cured her. It was a determination to fight this disease, the support of family and friends, faith and love, and she will live for many more years. The whole experience has built a stronger bond between mother and son. Thank you.